Hello and welcome.
Good evening.
My name is Alex and it's time to take a nostalgic trip into PES 2009. I found some videos, I prepared them for you. This is obviously not my footage, all the links will be in the description. This is where I think my story with PES franchise began. I vividly remember playing that back in school, and I remember that Real Madrid was a licensed club. Not only that, as you can see on the right, there is Champions League event. So we're gonna be looking at the menus. This is where you can select the stadiums, difficulty, top player is the opponent, and we are facing Real Madrid. We're playing as a Barcelona team, and there you go, these squads. This is how the lineups look. Victor Valdez, Puyol, Milito, and by the way, PES 2009 was the franchise where they started the Become a Legend mode, where you could play from the first-person view and you can like build your way through the ranks as well. And obviously it was had the licensed Champions League event, so that's what we're gonna be playing. I will see the Champions League intro. Let's listen to this. I must say that these commentators are much more entertaining than the current ones, no disrespect, but look at this lineup. There's Thierry Henry, there's Messi, and for Real Madrid there's Pepe, there's Marcelo, short buzz cut for Marcelo Guti, there's Fabio Cannavaro. This is the lineup: Victor Valdez, Puyol, Milito, Dani Alves, Abidal, and I think that was Abidal, by the way. And then of course there is Yaya Toure in the... Yaya Toure is playing advanced here. Somehow he's playing like higher than Xavi. Xavi is playing deep line defensive midfielder. And these are the graphics. This is what you had to play. And now, courtesy of this channel, we will see the cameras. The camera could be wide, broadcasting to vertical, and player mode. You can play. This is what they removed from... I don't remember which actually PES. Like, I think in PES 19 you could have played like the player camera, which, I mean, is not really a good idea to play that if you're controlling the full team, but when you're controlling only one player, and this is how the players moved. It felt like they cannot move diagonal at all, but they kinda could. It just like dribbling was a little bit robotic, but at the same time, back in the day, like imagine, that is year 2009. Some of you, most of you in fact, weren't even born back then, and that is the year where Barcelona won the Champions League. Like the year before it was Manchester United, and of course in 2009 Manchester United lost in the final to Barcelona 2-0, and that classic header by Messi over, not even over, but just position of Rio Ferdinand was a little bit off. So let's take a look at the build up to the goal and see how the celebration looked like back in the day. So, I mean, trust me, back in the day, that was so fun to play. I don't even remember if, like, you could play against another opponent, but that would be like you play with another controller at someone's place. You cannot play online, I reckon, unless I'm... Yeah, you kind of would probably play some PvPs, but that would be like LAN connection. I mean, I'm not sure about that. So another piece of footage now. We are watching Cristiano Ronaldo most likely taking this one, right? So we are changing the taker, and Cristiano Ronaldo, this is Manchester United versus Barcelona, the actual final, and this is going to be... let's take a look at whether anything changed here. Like, they definitely made sure that the animation for the free kick, yeah, the free kick, the animation, the kicking of the ball, it is the same. Like, the graphics of the players that you're selecting are like pretty huge there, but at the same time there's a classic Champions League graphic. I mean, this was it back in the day, and like probably the feel that you get with playing with licensed teams. I mean, obviously Manchester United and Barcelona still remain to be licensed, but they lost the license of Real Madrid, and of course they don't have the license. Crime doesn't have the license of Champions League anymore. The deflections, you see how the ball is being trapped by players is pretty realistic back in the day. There's Ronaldo trying to cut inside. That was probably a foul, but the foul wasn't given. False calls to Rooney. Rooney tries to take shot, blocked, and there's Carlos Tevez. Carlitos to Rooney, chip it into Rooney, and Carlos Tevez, by the way, available in the packs right now. Like, I mean, will it bring you back the feeling of playing with the actual card when he was in his prime, I would say, or maybe his prime was for Man City? You tell me, man. Pretty realistic, you can hit the post. It's not necessarily you're scoring all the time. And now Keita hit the post as well. Too much pressure for players from both teams. They both missed. Cristiano Ronaldo, surely he's scoring. Paul Scholes, I mean, Paul Scholes is not missing this, surely. Paul Scholes is taking it to bins, and Manchester United are winning. Will there be any kind of celebration for the champion? Is it just a win? And there is the Champions League trophy. Yeah, there you go. So this is how it looked back in the day. You could play a Champions League event, and the celebration is there. I mean, it's not necessarily a crowded place. Like, there's only players, no, like players from the bench or the manager. But there you go. Cristiano Ronaldo relifting the trophy in 2009 as well, or allegedly in 2008, because the franchise, like, but I think back in the day, like, it was 2009. And then the game is called 2009 as well. So that was the year when Manchester United actually won it. I might be wrong though, it could be the year when Barcelona won it. So here's some footage I found from the training. I mean, it was captured with Raps, which was an OG program to record video on screen. So, I mean, I guess that's like 10 frames per second at best. But you can see the clear patterns, you can do the dummies, you can take long shots, goalkeeper saves them. And once the ball goes out, it's a goal kick. Right, so that was how you could train as well. Like, there was a training ground. I feel like FIFA had like kind of funnier, like more entertainer, if that's a word, training menus. But here we are looking at the menus from Become a Legend mode. I mean, you could, of course, pick a name for yourself. You're picking nationality too, and then you're being thrown in one of the leagues, right? And you're like trying to build up through the ranks and get a move, get a better, like you obviously build yourself a player, you choose the hairstyles if you want, and then at the end you are the precision on with which you could have built your character, like you can see that's pretty much like akin to Skyrim, man. But yeah, you've built a player, and then what's funny as well, you could build the run-ups, you could build like wristbands as well, the run-ups to the kicks, the way you celebrate, there we go, the goal celebrations. That was Become a Legend mode that obviously was a thing in FIFA 2, but it felt like this mode was a little bit more captivating in PES games. But on the other hand, there was, I think it was called something like Fantasista, a special like a mode from Winning 11, like the game that Konami started before, like it was like at the beginning of the PES franchise. So it was, of course, before FIFA similar mode of Be a Pro, which started in 2007. But still, I mean, it's just like, it's up to debate who did it better, who started it first. I mean, a lot of features were copied by one company from another and vice versa. So you obviously choose the level, difficulty, match time. But this was fun because it wasn't really, back in the day, of course, you're looking at some raw footage where like it was only introduced, like it only was there for like 1 year. And then obviously with years, it was a little bit more meticulously updated, where you could see like some cutscenes. I mean, I'm not speaking about Master League, by the way. So Master League is a completely different mode, but also existed, and I wanted to cover probably that in this video, but I'm going to be talking about that probably in a different video. I already made a video on Master League, so you can check it out on my channel, what we're supposed to expect when Konami is dropping that Essen event in FIFA, in FIFA, of course, if they won't drop it in FIFA, in Konami's eFootball in summer 2006. They're going to be presenting more in April, and we'll see what's that about, but I made a video of what we can expect. So that's how you played, like, you didn't have enough lot of the ball, just like a real football. If you ever kicked a ball, if you ever played 11v11, you know how frustrating it could be when your team doesn't have the possession and you're playing like a striker or playing a player that is just like not positioned in the middle. You don't, the attacks are not going through you. You're like barely touch the ball. You take 2 touches all game and you run a lot, and it's a lot of cardio for you. But there you go. There's a chance for our man. We are an attacker. Can we take the shot? That was a P-roller. Absolutely disgusting shot on his left foot. And now I think that's where Be a Pro was as well in FIFA, right? And that's where I think Konami as well later on added like rating systems where you would be rated, and according to that, like scouts would decide whether you are a good prospect or whether other teams are interested in you, and then you rely on your teammates also to deliver you precise passes, which hasn't happened in this game except for once Maybe now there's a chance. No, my teammate is way too greedy, of course. That's where I play this mode. I'll put my hands up. I only play this mode in FIFA. So, and that was back in like FIFA 14 or something. And that was pretty fun. It wasn't really the advanced, whatever, become a legend, whatever it is called, with the character called Hunter. I believe it was before that, but still I remember playing like and asking for the pass, and my teammates wouldn't give me the pass. And if I had bad reputation of missing the target, for instance, if I'm an attacker, my teammates would like not be inclined to pass the ball to me that often. So it's an interesting dynamic that obviously was developed later. But back in 2009, that's how the video games looked like, and that was a very interesting mode, and that was breakthrough. And my man is in offside position. I think he takes a shot, but the flag will be up now. I think he is in offside position here. So that's actually a feature of Konami. They added it first, I think, that you can still play after the flag was on, but that was actually onside. But still, you can still play when the flag was on, score a goal, celebrate, and then you can be disappointed, let down by the ref and the decision that there was an offside in the build-up. So here's how the menu for the Master League looked like. Obviously, you're selecting a team and trying to... this is actually interesting. Like, you can select a random team, and then you can be placed in a league that is... I don't believe that this is... yeah, this is English League. A lot of random logos. You probably remember them because they still remain the same. Most of the logos for the teams, like Newcastle, as you can see over there, or there you go. Real Madrid is still the licensed club, so you are deciding that a Real Madrid team will be replaced with the one that you have selected. It's a random team, and then you're building that team and trying to get it to the top. That was one of the options. Of course, you could have picked an existing team and then try to get to the glory, get all the glory and all the trophies with that team. So you can see I can select tactics. It's not really that advanced. Yeah, you can probably man-mark players as well. You can select, of course, set-piece players to play on the corners. You can see the stats of the players, but the main idea that the menus are so OG as well, by the way. So there is the game. I think the best part about this was that you can still play the game while managing the team, so it wasn't necessarily just a pure simulation like you're playing Football Manager or something. And there you go, there's the stadium graphics. Let's see the gameplay. So not the most eventful game, it ended 0-0. But still, there are some highlights as well. There is some music as well, music tracks. Let's see what's up here. And the team popularity isn't really growing because he didn't win that game with some random players. But you see probably some yeah, there's Costello, some familiar names that are available as 0 HP players right now in the game. But let's see what's up there. Saying content, don't turn off your console, and you get some Division 2 Cup game. So it's not like yeah, you're not getting like some kind of press writing about your poor performance. Like, there is some kind of info, and that's it. I think there is no consequences of you losing or drawing a game. You just continue to the next game, and that's exactly how it works. You continue to the next game. So that was Master League back in the day, and now we're here. We are in eFootball 2026, and that's what we have. We have packs every Monday and Thursday, in abundance on Mondays and Thursdays, and then in terms of events, really not much to play for, right? You get the PvP events, AI events, where you play against someone, you win a game, you proceed to getting 50 coins or tokens. You get divisions, where you can grind them forever, and you get My League, which I don't even think anyone is playing that. So that's like a way for Konami to fill in that spot for people who wanted to play Master League, but it's slightly under-delivering. I don't know. I don't feel like I feel like it's underwhelming. I tried it once. I simmed one season. I could, of course, play it myself, but I wasn't really interested in playing against AI in this day and age. You can play friend match, exhibition, and quick match. I mean, these are the modes that are pretty dead. And then, of course, that's it. Yeah, that's it. There are some esports events, but there is no Become a Legend mode. There is no actual Master League. My League is not really a serious replacement for that, and that's all you can do in this game. All right, you obviously can score like a daily penalty, but that's not a full-fledged kind of event within a game. It's just like an event that you complete in 10 seconds. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you want me to review more of these, just make sure to go to my Discord server. There's a channel called Ideas, and just send the links to the videos that you want me to check. I can maybe like watch some interesting footage from FIFA as well with you and compare it to eFootball, or maybe just in general react to some videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, and I'll see you next one. Peace.